And I'm learning to do that more often, now. But it's a challenge because it's, when you have your baby, which is your business, you're always worried like, if someone tries to reach out to me and I don't get back to them. And then I worry about, them getting upset or, and what drives me is and I feel like my goal is always to take care of my customers, do whatever it takes. But, I've got a handful of bad reviews, but I want to learn from that. And it's usually something more on the communication side.
Yeah.
And that's the one thing that I always try to encourage business owners. Like, don't ever feel like you can stop learning or that the way you do it is the best way to do it. Always try to learn,
always
grow,
evolve.
and adapt and evolve. Yeah. And sometimes like the negative feedback, which I welcome, is a good way for you to learn and build, right? Because you're always like, oh, okay, good job. Oh, good job. Okay, cool. No, you know what? First of all, a lot of it's good job because of my installers, my guys. You're only as good as your guys. Is like, kind of like what you were saying earlier. But when you get that little feedback, for me, it's just like drives me to get better. Like I don't want that, Anyway,
and we've had a couple of that too, and it's been miscommunication or things like that too.
It's never. You're never going to have a perfect company.
No,
you're never going to have a perfect business. But if you truly, intentionally want to take care of the customer, you'll do whatever you can.
Yeah.
And sometimes people maybe don't appreciate your efforts, and what it is.
Yeah, I think sometimes too. And here's the thing too, is people don't get this about small business owners and how many hours you work and all these things. Some of the miscommunication happened when I was sick and he was handling the business all by himself and working, again, still 14, 16 hours a day, whatever, and coming home and taking care of me or stopping by the house and checking on me, coming to the hospital and staying the night in a chair while I'm in a bed, and things sometimes slip through the cracks. And you never know what someone's going through. So sometimes show a little bit of grace, but
that's the hard part though, because
I think so.
Because customers don't see that, and
they don't see that.
So we have to always try to put whichever customer it is first, right? Yeah. Make them feel like they're the priority.
The only ones, right?
But without them knowing kind of what's going on in your story, what you're dealing with.
It's hard, and you got to think about. When you're like, for us, and I can't imagine the stress that he went through while I was sick, because he wasn't just worried about me, but we also have employees, right? And so even when you're going on vacation or you're doing whatever and you're thinking about your business, because it's not just us.
Sure.
We have, 4 other families from our employees that depend on us to bring in these jobs, to do a good job, to get paid, to make payroll, to do all these things, right? It's not just us. It's our whole company, and then they're part of our family,
The biggest thing you have to do is take care of your people first.